It's my privilege to introduce Donna Bloomer, no stranger. Donna, good to see you again. And a little plug. In my former life as a Merrill Lynch guy, every now and then clients come in, good to see you again. As a Merrill Lynch guy, there are more than a few financial guys out there. Obviously, you have an opportunity to recommend to your clients, okay, you've got a very convoluted financial situation, you need to talk to a CPA. And at that particular time, a few years ago, right at the top of the list, in addition to Salt Marsh and everybody else out here, was Donna's name. So congratulations on a fantastic career, and thank you again to the guys here at Anglin and Reichmann and Armstrong for sponsoring breakfast. I'm going to turn it over to you. Welcome here. Put them together.
So I've been around in town for many years, but now it's a new name. And Anglin, Reichmann, Armstrong is a firm that you may have heard of if you're in the Huntsville area. That's where they're primarily based out of. They've joined us. They've made us 4 times larger than we were, and we offer like 8 to 12 times more in services now to our clients. This is their office in Huntsville, if you're up in the Huntsville area, about 85 people. 2 of their partners from Huntsville are here with us this morning, Brandon and Stephen. We've got a staff full of accountants. There's people in Orlando, there's people around. These 2 are the traveling nomads for the firm, actually. I'm not sure they have an office here. This is the sign, the new sign you've seen for the last year on 12th Avenue. This is where we've been. This is our office, and we are the local Pensacola firm now for the Anglin office. So one of the advantages of the merger is the fact that we're able to offer better services and even more services. That's the reason why this was part of my succession plan. And so what this has done is allowed us to get together with a better plan, better planning for our clients. This is really, truly a true statement. You have to have a plan. And a plan that encompasses and adapts to your lifestyle is really what it's all about. Starts with life events like having kids. A good CPA is going to help you plan for things like parenthood. A good CPA is going to be pointing out all the tax deductions you need, all the credits you need, things like that when it comes to your taxes. And we're stressing and encouraging savings because you really need to have it. Now, I'm a graduate of PJC, which is now Pensacola State, so that's why this is in here. But that's another life event. Attending college isn't going to be for everybody. It's not going to be on everybody's table. We're lucky in this area to have different options. But if it's not for you, okay, you may want to do things that it requires setting up a business without it. This is in honor of the Apollo 11 50th anniversary. There was a rocket contest in Huntsville, and that was our entry. It's got the Pensacola Beach on the backside, which you can't see, but this is the Huntsville front side of it. This is just something that we do. I just threw it in there. Back to saving. So when worrying about whether to go on to college or not, and what to do, I mean, my mother said to me, major in accounting because everything's going to need accounting, and that's true. And if you didn't major in accounting, I'm going to tell you need to get with a good financial advisor or make yourself financially literate. One of the things in the United States is we are pretty pathetic in financial literacy. It's sad, and all of you need to know something about it. It's not going to be an excuse to say, I didn't major in it. So as I said, college is not going to be the end-all for everyone. You may be starting your own business, you may be joining a business, you may be joining the military. For all these things, have a plan and know financially what you're going to need to be doing. West Florida, I'm also a graduate of West Florida. Yeah, go Argos, right? Now to the millennials and the Gen Xers in the crowd, one of the things you need to do is you need to save. That first job, so many of you are leaving money on the table. It's a well-known fact that the millennials are not saving. They're not joining the 401ks. Supposedly, the millennials are all about instant gratification, and I think they're smarter than that. They need to have some kind of plan to saving because the power of compounding money is absolutely phenomenal. You need to realize that early, put it away if you can. You can save, you can afford it. Even something small. We've started with clients that have had nothing. Their wealth has been in their closet. And we've watched them mature and become wealthy enough and successful enough to adapt to whatever happens in life. Weddings, big life events like this, these are times to pause and think. Have you changed your beneficiary designations? Have you changed your will, your documents? Have you increased your 401k? Have you increased your retirement? All kinds of things like that. Again, I think it helps to have a financial advisor. You can say, I can't afford a CPA, I can't I had clients that were young people that just came once every 3 years to talk to me. They can only afford it an hour. I talked really fast. I was a great debater in high school, so I get a lot in an hour. And we used to say that. But so, I mean, you need to shop around. You need to ask, what can you afford? What can you get? It's out there for you, and you really need some help. If you don't have a plan, if you seek recommendations. The millennials and the others are going to be the ones, this is the new house, so this is also a new event. So there's all kinds of tax ramifications of having a house. A good advisor is going to tell you what's there in the law and what's not in the law. Since tax reform, not too many people are itemizing, and definitely nobody is deducting moving expenses now. But these types of life events, where you're going, what you're going to be doing, these are all things to talk about with an advisor. Again, we help and administer plans like that. The millennials, more than any other generation, are also more independent contractors than the rest of us. We used to all be employees. If you're starting your own business, you really need some help. The rules are so complex. You may need certain types of help. Find out what you need. The collaboration of advisors to help you get the right retirement plan set up, the right employee set up, payroll set up, all those kinds of things. It's just helpful to have someone. We offer an array of services that accommodate those businesses. One of the best we have is our specialized CFO services, where we offer a specialized dashboard of financial information for your business. If you don't have that, if you need that, or if you could afford that, I recommend it highly. It gives you great insight when somebody else looks at your numbers and gives you their opinion and their insight on it. Now, succession planning and what you're going to do with your business is really an interesting subject. We have a lot of experts on that as well. We can help you with the merger, the buyout, what are the tax implications of those type things. It's just this firm has been able to offer us a chance to offer way better services to our clients. And this succession planning is going to lead to some pictures of Game of Thrones, because I don't know if you guys saw Game of Thrones, but that was one of the more interesting succession planning problems and nightmares, wasn't it? I mean, just think about it. Those kings all had, there was people running around. They had good advisors, some of the advisors were lousy, some of them had no advisors, and they were just waiting for things to happen. We just threw that in because accountants are usually boring. So, the retirement plan, as I said, we offer retirement planning for you from initial setup. Even if you're a one-man, one-woman firm, you can do something. There's lots of things out there. Sometimes what you don't know is what's going to hold you back and what's going to hurt you. And how did this get in here? This was like a major event in your life. So this is Jeanette, my partner for 25 years. I think this was her 80th birthday or something like that. And this was 12th Avenue. I don't know how that got in there, Jeanette. That's just a mistake. We were doing this last night. So sorry about that. And that's her office dot time. You did that to her. I'm not so embarrassing. But as a retirement and age events, major age events, they're all things to plan for. And there's succession planning in families. Who's going to be the personal rep for you? Who's going to have your power of attorney? And it changes over time. And I'm telling you, if you've got a financial advisor who's not addressing those things with you, you need a new one. Get a new one. If you're not planning, your life tree, your family tree isn't going to be as big and as healthy and thriving as those that actually do. That's the point of that one. So get an advisor. And lastly, it's a circle of life here. Death and taxes, the certainty for everybody. We do a lot of planning for inheritances. It's not necessarily the estate tax anymore, is it? But what to do with inheritance. We look at documents, we give comments on documents, we work well with attorneys. Chuck Hoskins is sitting at the table with us from Manuel Shepherd, he knows that. So this type of planning is also really important. It's also done with our firm. And that's getting to the end, because that's getting to the end of life and there's not a lot left. So are you ready? Okay, and my question is, are you ready? Are you ready to take steps? Do you have a plan? Have you started your plan? Have you revised your plan? And what's your next step? After today, I'd go back and change my 401k and increase it if I was a young person. I'd start it if I was a young person. I'd go get another advisor if your advisors aren't talking to you like this. And lastly, this is a free client workshop we've got. Brandon, would you stand up for a second and just tell them about this?
We're partnering with Banks and Lane on an event. All businesses have to work together, and there's beautiful ways to do that. So we're going to go through joint ventures, subcontracting, teaming agreements, and some of the legal and accounting repercussions of those decisions you make. It's on August 21st. We're going to offer a live web stream. We're also going to have in person at the Banks and Lane office.
So it's here in Pensacola. If you need any information, get to us or call us. We'll be glad to have you come. Thanks so much, everybody.